Hello library patrons, this is James with the Kaukauna Public Library, here to show you how to find books from a particular library. And this is especially important right now because due to the coronavirus, trucks are not running between libraries, so we have to only give patrons books that we have on hand. So whether it's curbside pickup or later if we happen to open, you can come into the library. You'll still be limited to only books that we have, there won't be any holds. So the first things first, you will navigate to infosoup.org right here. Typing that in will bring you to the home page. If you go down here to the search bar, we can click here and we can type in, let's just use James Patterson. Let that load. Okay, James Patterson. So at first glance here, there's a lot of information. So this one says checkout with overdrive. What does that mean? Well, I'll get to that in a little bit. This one, we've got Shono. If we read checked out at Shono Graphic Novels. So like I mentioned, we can't get books from libraries like Shono, only from Kaukauna. So the first thing that you should do is look on the left here. There's a Refine By column. If we scroll down a little bit, we'll see Location. We don't see Kaukauna listed here, so we have to click on More. We scroll down. You can use the mouse wheel, or you can use the scroll bar, or these arrows. There's multiple ways to do it. So you'll scroll down till you see Kaukauna. Select it, then click Apply. Okay, so as soon as you see the website change like that, that means it took effect, and it's filtering only for Kaukauna items. Except, look right here. This checkout with overdrive is still here, but it doesn't say anything about Kaukauna. This is a digital book, so it looks like it's an ebook, not a physical book. So you can still check this out right now with your library card and PIN if you clicked on overdrive, but that's a different tutorial. But that is an option. However, if you're using our curbside pickup and you want to request this book, do not use a critical companion. Don't use this book here because that's only in overdrive. If you found it further down this list in book format, then you could use it, but as an ebook, we don't physically have those in the library. So that's the first thing to keep in mind. Second is, see right here, even though we filtered it with Kaukauna, this Florence adult fiction is still coming up. So we can view all copies. It's this blue link right here underneath the availability and the location. View all copies. We'll scroll down until we see Kaukauna, and it's actually available here. The system's a little weird. Usually it's not. Usually it'll say Kaukauna available after you filter, but this one just so happens to be available. So if you read here, location, Kaukauna, this is the call number here where you'd find it on the shelf in the library, and then available. As long as it's available, then it should be, if we can find it on the shelf, it should be ready to go, and you can check it out in our library. So let's go down a little bit more. Here's one. It says available at Kaukauna Mystery Thriller. Right away, you know that this one's available. You didn't have to open the view all copies to see that. Okay, so I also want to give you an example with Harry Potter. Another popular series. Harry Potter, right away we see Kaukauna did come up, even though you could see here under location, it doesn't save our filter. We're still looking at all libraries in the OWL system. So Harry Potter, you have to be kind of careful when you read this, because remember how there was an ebook and there was a book? This is video DVD. So if you're looking for a DVD, that's fine, but if not, you might be surprised to find a DVD in your curbside pickup. So do make note of the format here and the fact that it is available at Kaukauna. And now I'll show you a little tip to make that even easier. So first thing I do is to filter by Kaukauna and then hit apply. And then you'll see if I scroll down a little bit, we have a lot of Florence, and if we check this and go to Kaukauna on here this time, yeah, this time it's correct. It's checked out right now. Somebody has it due on the first here. Our copy of it. Actually, we have multiple copies of it, but they're all checked out. So what you can do to limit the time that you spend scrolling up and down the page to find these is check this availability checkbox on the left. Looks like there's 80 things available. So right away, if we go down, we'll see that all these should be available at Kaukauna. Let's just scroll down. Yep, this one is available. So even though it doesn't say Kaukauna up here, it is worth it right now with the way the system is set up to click view all copies just to make sure. Now we'll go back down. Kaukauna, yep, available. So that's a good way to find available items at Kaukauna. Now there is another one here, and that is the format. You can select only books or ebooks if you'd like, or audiobooks on CD. Those are popular. There's Harry Potter video games. You can really refine your search down so that it only returns exactly what you're looking for. Now the last thing that I wanted to mention, I'm going to click on InfoSoup to go back to our home page. Last thing I wanted to mention was, let's just say you don't really know what you want to read. You just want to read a new book. A lot of people like to read our new books that we get. So if I click right here on what to read, this drop-down list comes down. You see new at your library. We can click on that. That's going to take us to a nice list here. It's pretty long. And there's more pages if you look down to the right after you scroll down. These are, well, it looks like it's not filtering by Kaukauna. So right now it's important to only search for books that are here at the Kaukauna Library. So there's a filter right up here. It looks a little different from the other page, but it still works the same. So instead of all libraries, we will go down to Kaukauna, click that. As soon as you click it, it should, oh, it shouldn't. You'll have to click go right there. Right next to it is go. And now we can see Kaukauna, Kaukauna. Yep, all these are Kaukauna. And you can also select format like I was talking about before. Instead of being over here, it's right in the middle. So let's just say we want books right now. So we'll click go. So right now it changed, but most of them were books anyway, so it didn't really look like it changed. So right now all these are books. And we can also sort by title if we want. If you want it in like alphabetical order. I won't do that now. I want to show you when I click on these. This is like a record in InfoSoup. If I were to have clicked on one of those items like the Harry Potter Pattersons, it would have taken us to a page like this. And you can see, okay, it's checked out in Fremont, so why did it come up? Well, that's because Kaukauna does have a copy, but you have to be especially careful when you're looking for new materials because they could be processing, which means they're in the back, they're getting all the stickers put on them, getting ready to go out onto the floor. So this one, I mean, you could, I would say you'd probably pick another one. Maybe you could call us. I have a feeling we're going to be pretty busy, so maybe for now try to pick a different book because not all of them are processing, especially if we go down a ways. Maybe let's try this one. Well, there are a lot processing right now, and I know we did just order a lot of books. So let's see. Here we go. Kaukauna. Now this one is available. So right now this one, if we can find it, and hopefully we would be able to, it should be sitting on the shelf ready to go. So do keep that in mind when you're using the new at the library books. So hope this helped. Hope you're staying safe. And if you have any questions, you can always give us a call. It's 766-6340.